wish I knew about professional practice prior to graduating was probably just that once you get out in the real world, there are a lot more constraints that get put on. Not in necessarily a negative way, but you have to learn how to deal with codes. You have to learn how to deal with zoning. You know, it's not just, you know, coming up with wonderful ideas and, you know, that inside of a studio, you're really now putting real life parameters on it. And, you know, really it's because to build a project, you know, to build a building, it really comes down to so many, it's a huge responsibility. And it's really, there's a lot of life safety that goes into it. And that's really the reason for all of these codes and parameters. So it's really just taking what you already know, stepping outside the box and now realizing there's a lot more walls, but how do you creatively work with those walls is really how I define it. And I think a lot of people feel a little bit suppressed by that, and I don't think it needs to be that way. I think the best projects are the ones that learn how to creatively work alongside the codes and the zoning with everything we've learned in school and kind of culminate these projects. VIP is a family business and practice. I never anticipated being part of a family business. It just kind of came together. It's one more level of dynamics. So it's already, you know, working in an integrated firm. You have to learn the personalities of different professional practices. There are certain types of people that go into certain fields. So you're already learning how to deal with different personality traits, and not to globalize, but in different individuals. Along with the skills also comes some consistent patterns sometimes. So you take it to the next level. Now I need to understand how a brain of an engineer works. I need to understand how the contractor, what's important to them. And then you go to the next level, and now you have this interlaced side that kind of brings family to work. So I don't see it as a negative. I actually see it as a positive because it's a group of people you trust implicitly. And I think the more you trust those around you, the greater risks you can take. And really, it's not until you take the risks that you can push the boundaries. So I find it as a big positive. But one thing it also does is takes it to the next level. As we move forward, everything is starting to fold into itself. You know, work is no longer a box. Home is no longer a box. They really start to blend, and that's good. It's a good thing. That's a good sign. It's creating more holistic people. That, as a designer, gives you a lot more opportunity. So as I say, work flows into home now, and home flows into work, and that's a wonderful balance. So you're kind of balancing your whole life across the board. So just bringing family in just pushes it to the next level. You know, I really do have the family crossing over in, and then when I'm outside, you have to kind of come up with boundaries as to, all right, maybe we shouldn't be talking about work all the time. So VIP is at a very exciting time. We are actually in the process of building out a brand new headquarters. What that means is we are moving to Clinton Square, the old Post Standard building. Clinton Square is where we have the ice skating. It's where we have the tree lighting ceremony. It's all of the food festivals and the farmers market. So we're really just breathing life back into it, and we're going to do a much more unique and modern building and an approach. We're going to be on the first floor, all of VIP. And when I say all of us, it's that whole integrated approach again. It's going to be the architects sitting next to the contractors, sitting next to the engineers, sitting next to the developers. We're going to mix it up. We are going to kind of create, through our space, that collaborative nature that is really vital to who we are and kind of part of our core values. So we are going to have a space on the first floor, flow out into the city. The point is to really draw the city in, but also flow out. So we're doing a lot of projects. You know, we're big on, you know, revitalizing Syracuse, giving back. You know, we started here. This is our home base. We're starting to have more and more students coming back home or not leaving. That's actually the best part. The exciting part is a lot of people aren't leaving anymore. They just want vibrant places to work, places that are really kind of pushing the boundaries of where we can take the industry. So the new space is going to be a full reflection on that. You know, it's really fun as an architect to be able to design that space, and anybody who comes here now has a huge direct influence and role on that. We're also using it as a teaming opportunity. We're teaming up with an outside firm to help us on the facade, Snow Kreilich Architects. They just got the AIA Firm of the Year award. So there's a lot of opportunities in Central New York still, whether you're bringing people in to better yourself and kind of doing these collaborative efforts, or you're going out to other cities. You know, it's just the perfect little microcosm of a place to test all of your theories, because it's affordable. It has wonderful workforces, great people, well-rounded. There's a great life work balance. So it really just gives you this great opportunity and this great testing moment to be able to take all those applied sciences, take them into a firm, roll them out, see where you can take it. And I mean, at VIP, we're really just at the cusp of figuring all that out. The cusp of the entire industry is going to be transforming so much over these next 10 years. So how do we stay on top of that? How do we get ahead of the curve is really where we're going. So it really comes down to, you do that by bringing in new people. You do that by testing the boundaries. You do that by always imagining, envisioning, living in the future. You have to.